Make sure you stop by and check out my new game, Hole-in-One Golf, at scalpmission.itch.io. Get a hole-in-one every time by cheating. Add bumpers, fans, and even gravity wells to these challenging putt-putt golf courses and get a hole-in-one every time. And check out the leaderboard to crush your enemies and see them driven before you. And maybe check out their solutions to a hole while you're there. Scalpmission.itch.io, link in the description. Alright, I've got a DM from Evan Martin, apparently. This is Chickozilla. Chickozilla. Let's read a description here. Unleash chaos as the world's biggest, angriest chicken. After a freak accident turned an ordinary hen into a towering beast, nothing can stand in your way. Not barns, not houses, not even skyscrapers. In Chickozilla, you take control of a giant clucker on a rampage across the countryside and beyond. Click on your mighty chicken to plot your next move. Choose a highlighted grid and smash your way towards total destruction. Buildings crumble, roads crack, and the world trembles under your mighty talons. Wipe out everything in your path and show humanity who really rules the roost. BAWK, smash and repeat. BAWK! Okay. Click to move. Okay, strategic grid-based pathing. Excellent. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Nice little menu. Chickozilla. I said Chickozilla earlier. This is nice little cinematics. And a sleeping... Inside an underground lab hidden beneath old farmer Bob's barn, a top-secret experiment spiraled out of control. A single chicken, small, clueless, and absolutely harmless, stumbled into a swirling storm of unstable chemicals. Moments later, the sky cracked, the ground shook, and from the ashes of that accident, a new legend was born. Okay. So, let me just say something about the cinematics so far. This sounds incredibly loud, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. The cinematics are cool, but that's still basically just equated to a wall of text. Okay. The foot things, how many remaining moves and buildings want to be destroyed, tap the chicken. The chicken balking is a little bit much. It's a little bit much. Okay. Okay. When you kill a red building, you get +2 moves. Okay. Alright, cool. The chicken balking's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I really wish I could turn the chicken balking off. Okay. Alright, so far I haven't felt like any of these levels are failable. Green building gives you 4 moves. Am I gonna fail one? Alright, see, I did that one not very well, I feel like, and I still passed. Okay, we got a little warp, that's nice. Alright, okay, I finally failed one. Okay, good. So that's good. It is possible to fail these levels. right, let me tell you what would make this game instantly better. And it might already be a thing. I don't know. But if there was like moving elements that moved at the same time I did, that made me have to plan around things that aren't just immediately on screen, that'd be pretty sick. Okay. Alright. Alexander wept because there were no more worlds to conquer. The end? Question mark? Wow, this is a whole ass team. And I didn't have very much time to look at the team, but awesome. Okay. Now I can look at the team. Okay, cool. So Evan Martin was the programmer, game designer, Dafa 2D artist, Marszha, Deborah, and Pinkan, Mogia. Okay. So I feel like this person here kind of dropped the ball a little bit. Okay. So let's talk about each person's role, okay? These two knocked it out of the park. I like the artwork. There's a lot of it, you know, like it looks really nice and it all flows together and works really well from a game thing. Everything works really solidly from a a mechanical standpoint, you know, and there's no bugs. It all works really well. The only issue is the puzzle design, and you know, like in terms of the way the game's laid out and presented, it's all great. It's really, there's so much good like cinematic stuff going on. But then the actual puzzles themselves are very, very, very easy. Like, this is a game that I'll show my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter later, because I feel like she could play it. I feel like she could figure it out. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I thought that there was going to be more increasing complexity, but the only mechanic was, there's only two mechanics. One was crushing a building gives you more movement, and the other one was the warp. And the warp was nice. That was really cool, but that was like the only twist in it at all. You know, so like I said, a really easy way to expand the complexity of this would be to have like something that's moving, like if there was like some sort of little like a moving target of some sort, like, you know, a Jeep that runs around the map, and if you crush it you get like 4 moves, but it moves every time that the chicken moves, so you have to plan out your moves to where you collide with it. You know, that would add some complexity. But all in all, like, I'm gonna try it again, and I'm gonna try and force it to fail without, like, you know, can I skip this part? Can we not skip the? I know it goes by really fast, but it's just a wall of text, and you can't skip it. Come on, bro. I mean, I really appreciate how much you guys have put into the cinematics, but they're not really cinematics. It's just text with extra steps. You got a nice little clock wipe though. I like that. Okay, let's see if I can make this thing, not the first level obviously, because who gives a shit about the first level. But like on subsequent levels, let's see if I can even fail. Let's see if there's a way for me to fail. So if I go here, I have 3 moves, and if I go here, okay, I mean, to be fair, I could go over here and I'd be out of moves. Alright, so it's not as bad as I thought it was. But it's like, if I'm sitting right here, I only have 2 choices, right? I can go up or down. And I'm gonna go up, and then how would I screw up at this point? Not go towards the last remaining building? It's not much of a puzzle, is it? Not saying that the second level should be difficult, but this one either. Like, you know, okay, if I go straight for this red one, will I be stuck? Okay, I am. To be fair, if I go straight for the red one, I'll be stuck. But it's like, all I have to do is just, okay, well, I'm not going to go for the red one this time. I'm going to go for any of the other ones. If I go here, will I be stuck? No. And it's okay that there's, like, multiple solutions to a puzzle, but it's like, there's not very much challenge here. Okay, how could I screw this one? If I go up here, and I go right, okay, that would fail. Alright, okay, good. There are possible fail paths, but I feel like there's so many not fail paths that, oh wait, that's a fail path too, okay. So maybe this one only has one solution. But, I mean, it always feels like just go get the biggest building, and then continue crushing through stuff. Like at this point, you automatically win, right? See what I'm saying? It's like, and also, Jesus Christ. Okay, I gotta turn off the sound. Okay, something that I do that may not be kosher if you're really strict about the game jam experience, about not having anything that you made beforehand. I have a set of assets that I make that I know I'm going to reuse, that don't add anything to the actual game itself. I'm not like pre-making a game, but they're just things that I can reuse, like volume controls that I can just use in every game and have be standard. You know, it doesn't add anything to the game that I'm making. It just makes it to where I can turn down that balking, you know. The balking was a lot. Okay, let's rate this guy. We're ready to rate. So enjoyment, I'll give this one. I'll give this one 4 stars, just because I really like the cinematics, you know, and it's a perfectly cromulent game. It just, you know, it's not very challenging. Conceptually, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't feel like the puzzle elements are very compelling. Okay, presentation. This is where you're going to get full marks, 5 stars, because I really appreciate like the effort that was put into, you know, cinematics. I won't even take off a star because of the balking and the lack of volume controls. How did we use the limitations? 4 colors of buildings as a destroy. I don't know. See, I'm of two minds here. Okay, look at me here. Look me in the eyes. I don't like the limitation. I don't. Do you know how many games I've made that have had a color limitation? Let's go look. Okay. So right here's one, and right here's one, and right here's one. So I have made 4 games now, including the game that I just made, including Hole-in-One Golf, which everybody should go play Hole-in-One Golf. So I've got 4 different games in 4 different game jams where I have had a color limitation. It starts to get old, and on the one hand, you know, it's like hazing. It's like I want you to have to go through the crap that I did. I want you to have to make the boring game that I have to make with the you know. I mean, I like being able to make cute cats with I think this was 5 colors. Was this one? You know, is a challenge, and it comes out really cute when you get it right. But it's like I'm so bored of the limitation, and it's the people voting for it. That it's not like something the MiniJam people foist on people. But like, look how many games I've done where I've had to work with a color limitation. Here, I'll let that one load. This one I got dinged on because the limitation was 2 colors. And I have 3D objects in there, so some of them are like shades between black and white. This one, like, I really like the way this one looks, but like, look how boring it is that I've had to do so many of these where you're limited to 4 colors, right? It's so crappy. But see, I got downvoted because see the shadow here? That's not black or white, that's gray. You know, but like, even though the rest of the thing is in black and white, I think it looks really cool, but like, you know, it's kind of like a hazing thing where if I have to do it, you do too. So like, I get triggered when people have like a full color palette in their game and a 4 color game limitation, and then they just say, oh well, there was 4 color to building. So I'm sorry, That's my big long-winded way of saying that's why you got a 2 on use of limitation. Because, it wasn't just a straight use. 1 would be you straight ignored it. 2 is like a justification I don't really agree with. So sorry. Anyway, other than that, I thought it was really cute. Good job, guys.